Sure. So I'm Thomas Wagenknecht. I am a research scientist at FZI Research Center for Information Technology. I'm studying phenomena around the future of work, blockchain, and participation. All right. Very briefly, blockchain is a distributed network that functions in a peer-to-peer network. So the idea is that you could have a transaction record that is hardly ever going to be corrupted, and that is shared on several thousands of servers out in the world, so you can't really get the system down. And the beauty about this concept is that it works without any intermediaries. It is a distributed, decentralized system which opens up a whole new world. Usually you would go to your bank, right, would ask them to transfer money, then this would be sent to another bank, and there's also a third party involved, like a central bank, which governs the whole system. Now, with the introduction of Bitcoin, which is the cryptocurrency run by blockchain, you change all of this. Because basically, there's no central bank involved. Instead, you have a transparent set of rules that govern the whole system. And then if you want to transfer money from A to B, you have the blockchain, which is a chain of transactions, as I said. And you operate it with so-called smart contracts. These smart contracts are sort of little tiny algorithms, tiny programs that you can ask to automate the whole transaction progress. And you can say, right, if I want to transfer money from me to my friend, then you program that in a smart contract. This smart contract triggers the transaction, it gets added to the blockchain, it is secured by cryptographic measures, and it is verified. So it has to be verified that you are the rightful owner of this amount of money and that you can actually transfer it. And as soon as this is verified, your block is added to the blockchain and it's copied all across the world for everyone to see. The technology of blockchain is one thing, and these cryptocurrencies are another thing. If you want to have a couple of bitcoins, you can go to one of many exchanges where you can exchange your euro or dollar or whatever to Bitcoin, and then you can trade with bitcoins. Obviously, you have all the risks included there too, because it is a highly volatile system. On the other hand, you have the blockchain technology, and this is open for everyone, really. For instance, there's Ethereum, which is a possibility for you to run a blockchain all of your own, and you could, sign up there and set up a system all for yourself. Obviously, it only makes sense if you invite others to come in too, but this would be a possibility for you to set up your own system. Obviously, there are many risks involved, but the blockchain is a system that can even deal with conflicted, that is, wrongful information. So if you send in a transaction, so triggered by a smart contract, it can be to some extent false. So even if you get hacked, however this would be, if it is added to the blockchain will do the rest for you. It will solve the conflict for you through quite difficult cryptographic measures. But another thing is that because you have a distributed system with many, many entities that all have a copy of the current state of the blockchain, it is very hard to corrupt this, right? Because if you hand your transaction to one other entity and say, well, this is the transaction and you've been hacked, then many, many other entities will say, no, this is not a rightful transaction, this is not right, and your transaction will be blocked. So it is very difficult to corrupt and very difficult to get hacked. Absolutely, it's much easier to hack your bank account and your computer rather than to hack the entire blockchain system.